It is reborn, man. I'm just gonna say it's just reborn, man. What is Gucci, Mano Cheese? Welcome to the Half Court Podcast. Give everybody that's been listening or watching our podcast, big shout out to you guys.
Me everywhere we rapping half court. You know.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, what is Gucci, Mano Cheese? We are live. Welcome to the Half Court Podcast. I'm Darwin. We got AV behind the camera, and today we got two special guests. We got Emilio and Emilio, right?
Junior.
Emilio Jr., right? Okay, welcome, guys. Kind of, tell you guys, introduce yourself and tell the people what you guys do.
All right. My name is Emilio Rivera. This is my little boy, Emilio Jr.
How old is he?
He is 11 years old.
11?
11 years old, man.
El Lobito?
El Lobito. Listen to Lobito aquí. Hey.
I heard the corrido, too. That thing is...
Oh, yeah, the homie, Braulio, he got down on that one, man. He got down on that one.
So, what do you guys do? I mean, we clearly see here that there's a belt. So, it's all boxing stuff, right?
He's been boxing all his life, man. Since he was 4.
Yeah.
That's when he started boxing.
So, kind of tell the people, the story of, how do you, got your son into boxing?
It all started on Facebook. I was doing mitts with him, and one of my buddies put on there, hey, I know this guy that got some boxing gym, Malandrin boxing gym, hit him up. So I was like, all right. So I told him, you want to go try it out? They're like, yeah. We went up there and talked to the main coach, Kike. Shout out to Kike. He didn't really want to take him because of his age, and he was real small. And he was like, you know what? I'll give him about a week. So he worked his butt off all day, and he stuck around there. And till this day, he's still there.
Yeah. So he loved it. From the moment he put on them gloves, he was like, I'm with it.
Yeah, he's like, I'm ready, and got on there and trained. He trained him for about a month and sparred him, and he liked the way he sparred, and he got his butt whooped the first time and was rolling around the ring all the time, but. That's how it starts, man.
Yeah.
You gotta.
How did you feel that first time you got in the ring? What were you thinking?
I was just nervous and I didn't really know how to fight. So I think it was my first week when I started sparring, and I didn't know how to spar, so I was just nervous. I was just throwing random punches.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah.
That's nerve-wracking whenever you're in the corner and you're about to go head on for the first time. It's like, oh, shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. So. He started at 4. That's when the whole journey started.
Yeah.
Now, have you always been a boxing fan?
Me, yeah. I always been a boxing fan. I wanted to be a boxer myself, but I went a different route.
Yeah.
It was a bad route, and ended up in the streets. And I think it was basically because I didn't have any support.
Was it parent?
Yeah, parents.
See, that's what we talked about that in the podcast before. It's just when you commit to a sport with your kid, it's on both ends. It has to be full 100% on both ends.
Oh, yeah.
So that way, you guys can make that shit happen. Because by yourself, that's the same with me with basketball. Man, I wanted to be basketball, I wanted to be pro, but I didn't have that support. So it's when it's time for me to have a kid and stuff, it's more of all right, I'm gonna go 100%, and I want him to go 100%.
Yeah, because I can still remember. I would hang around with my dad and his friends, and they'll be in the garage drinking, watching boxing. I remember seeing Oscar de la Hoya and Chavez fighting whenever he busted him up. Chavez got busted up. I remember that fight. And I was like, man, that's badass, But I just didn't have the support, and I just went a different way. What kind
of conversations do you have with him? Whenever you guys, because I know when I was younger, there's a lot of money you spend, and there's a lot of sacrifice you got to make.
Yeah.
So, what kind of conversations do you guys have to stay on track?
I just tell them, keep working hard. We miss birthday parties, family reunions, get-togethers with friends and all that. We miss a bunch of that stuff, but I tell them,
it's a sacrifice you pay, huh?
You're going to sacrifice this, and in the long run, you're going to come back and say, thank you. It's going to pay off in the future.
Because you have to be that person that kind of teaches him the importance of sacrificing. Because, we've talked about this before. He could be playing with his friends, riding bikes, hide and go seek, this and that, but he sacrificed that because of a brighter future that's ahead of him, especially if he has that potential, you know. Seeing a couple of his clips, he goes crazy with the speed. Is there a specific boxer you look up to?
Right now, it's Canelo.
Canelo?
Yeah.
Yeah. He's hard, and it's crazy to, you know, see Canelo's evolution. From when he fought Mayweather, I think he was still too young. You know,
he was still too young. And
He was a little pup.
You know, I think right now, I think if that were to happen again, I don't know if Mayweather could have.
Yeah, I think he changed a lot after that fight.
Exactly. That's another thing too. Shit, I forgot what I was gonna say.
What does the training look like for him right now? Like, what are you guys?
For him? What we're doing Monday through Thursdays. Just 6 to 8. You know, Mondays we got like run like 2 miles, come to the gym, do footwork drills. You know, each day is different.
Yeah.
But if they're like going out to compete, they will add Friday and Saturday.
So, como cuántas horas al día está like?
Two and a half.
2.5.
2.5, and sometimes even 3. But like on school nights, you know, we kind of like cut it down.
Okay.
What's the best? Because I feel like I love hitting the sack. You know, I have a gym that has a sack, and I love hitting the sack. But I feel like I need to work on my footwork. So what would be like y'all's best advice to work on footwork? Because I think that's where I
on footwork, man, we got the little ladders on the floor.
Yeah.
And we, you know, I studied a lot of, you know, fighters on YouTube and all this stuff on the footwork. You know, kind of get ideas, and just kind of just mix it up in there. And we just do footwork. You know, just
kind of like drills and shit.
Drills.
Yeah.
And you're the one that's in charge of like watching him and then telling him, like, you're his coach or tiene.
No.
You mentioned that there was several people.
Yeah, there's several people out there. Coach Beto, unos saludos a Coach Beto, a Quique, a Julio, Coach Tony. You know, those were the main guys that started that gym. And I kind of just stepped in last year. They asked for help because they were kind of shorthanded.
Yeah.
And but those are the main coaches of him. And you know, I tell him I don't see myself as your coach. You know, I see myself like your father. Like, because not only do I get him ready for like fights, but I want to get him ready for the world. Because it's, you know how the world is right now, man. It's crazy
as of
everywhere,
right now,
man.
yeah.
So that's
crazier.
That's my main thing right there. Getting him ready for this kind of world.
Making sure he doesn't get distracted and
that's right,
takes another, you know, route, because it's very easy.
It's easy to get distracted, man.
Exactly. Yeah, especially now, you know, with all the social media going on, you know, it's easy to follow a trend that's going on, and you know, it's just that.
Just because they want to be cool and all that, looking cool on Facebook and.
Yep. That's exactly what it is, man. So.
Well, yeah, with boxing, the mentality that he's building right now is like no other, because just training every day 2 hours, like that type of training. I mean, if you just hit the bag for 3 rounds,
I'm gassed. Like that takes.
Just runs 2 miles and then goes and hits the bag. And what's your favorite part of training?
My favorite part of training is probably it's either strength and conditioning. I like strength and conditioning.
So what does that look like? To build the condition, you have to. What does that look like?
We run, and sometimes we do footwork, run. We do bags. We just do like a lot of stuff that helps you get conditioning. Like sometimes like when I fight, since I'm 11, I do a minute fight. So we try to do like 2 minutes on each bag, so I can build up that stamina and get more conditioning.
Nice, man. That's like, I'll hit the sack for 2 minutes and I'm gassed. So imagine doing that for 12 rounds. What is it, 3 minutes a round? When it's like, man, like.
What's the longest fight that you've had?
The longest fight?
Or like sparring session, like round wise?
It's probably 12 rounds.
12 rounds?
Yeah, he did 12 rounds of sparring one time. Was it here or in Texas?
I think it was Texas.
I think we went to Texas to go spar and did like 12 rounds.
Well, you weren't tired? Like you weren't gassed out at the end?
I was tired. Yeah, I was tired. I was.
Yeah, because it's like you got to keep moving. Like you
have to.
It's a whole lot of stuff going on when you're on the ring. Like you're like moving and then calculating everything.
Was it with just one kid, or were you
switching around? There's multiple kids from there, and just do around with him, do around with him.
Yeah, that's crazy. Talk to us about this right here. You know, you got this belt. when was this, and what happened? Like, was it a decision?
This one right here was in last year, June. He advanced to the national junior Olympic tournament. There was nobody in his bracket here or state, so he automatically advanced to the national. He fought three times. Yeah, he fought three
that day?
times. No, it's like day by day. Like say
Day by day.
it was
Okay, okay.
Thursday, Friday, and Saturday.
Okay.
He fought Thursday, Friday, and Saturday.
Damn.
We made it to the final, and he fought a kid from Utah. You know, shout out to what's his name?
Austin.
Austin. Yeah, shout out to Austin. He's a good kid, man.
Nice.
He's a real humble kid.
Yeah.
He fought with him, and he lost the fight. But like I told him, like, I'm gonna be honest with you. If you lost the fight, I'll tell you if you lost the fight. But if you won, you won.
Right.
But you know, he did lose that fight, and
You just work on what, like,
just
right.
just work on what you see that he did
like
wrong.
the weakness, yeah.
And all that stuff, and try to adjust to that other kid and all that.
Do you record like the fights that way you guys can analyze it, or you just based on like what you saw that
they,
day?
They
Okay.
actually have cameras set up out there in the rings where you can buy the videos.
Oh, okay.
And we buy them and we go back over and look at the
kinda,
stuff
yeah.
over and over and see what he needs to adjust on. And he ended up bringing the silver medal back to Oklahoma. And there was another kid from our gym that brought a bronze medal.
Yeah, from here.
And, yep, from here
Oh,
too.
that's what's up, yeah.
Jacob, shout out to Jacob. And
Oh,
I believe
yeah.
there was another girl from rival boxing gym. She brought back a bronze medal too. So you know, Oklahoma's out there, man. They're putting the map up there, man.
Yes, that's what I like. I that's what I love, man. It's like this morning I did a podcast with a guy that started. You know, shout out to Eduardo. He started doing his podcast and he invited me over, and I was more than happy to come over and you know, just help each other out. You know, I'm gonna have him on the podcast, but I like when I like seeing people doing their thing. You know, I like seeing people from the city, you know, achieving stuff. So, what was this other right here, the belt? So this right
This
here.
one right here was silver gloves. It's a national title. Same thing. He had to fight state, regional, and to make it to nationals, but he didn't have anybody for state in the state of Oklahoma, so he advanced to regionals. In regionals, he fought, was it 2 days?
Yeah, 2 times.
He fought Friday and Saturday, and he ended up winning there and moving on to nationals. And nationals, he fought Friday and Saturday too, right?
Oh, yeah.
Friday and Saturday. And he fought a kid from California. That's when I was nervous. Because usually in that tournament, they always favor the people over there for some reason, you know.
Probably because of the state, the name and stuff.
Yeah, it's a bigger state, and then the boxing's bigger over there.
Yeah.
And the majority of the people that are in that national tournament is from Region 8, which is that section over there, like California, Utah, Nevada, Arizona. They're always out there, man.
Yeah.
And I was like, you know, I was nervous. And I don't get nervous, but that day I was nervous because I was like, man.
So what would you say, what's the, like, comparing him, you know, Lobito to a boxer, who would you compare him to right now?
Man, to be honest with you, I can't compare him to nobody.
As far as fighting style?
Yeah, his fighting style, I can't compare him to nobody. He has his own style.
Yeah.
But there's been people that tell me at the tournaments that they remind him of Eric Morales. I don't know if you heard of him.
Nah.
Eric Morales. He was a cold dude, man.
Yeah.
Him and Barrera would always go at it, man.
How many fights did they have? Barrera,
I think they had like 3 or 4.
It was,
Yeah, they were going at it. Yeah.
Man, it's like me. I go back to like, if I were a fighter, because don't you get concerned, like going down the road when he's like a pro boxer, of like the head hits or something like that. You know, like as a parent, like. Because it kind of goes with like the football stuff. Like, you know, I love the sport of football, but I don't know if I want my kid to be in football, you know, and it's the same with boxing. Like, as much as I love the sport, I would be probably, they're going to have to call me a chicken because I'm running. Like, I'm on that Mayweather shit, you know, I ain't getting hit, you know.
Yeah.
But what do you think about that as far as like going down the road? Because I don't know if you heard of this, he's a Puerto Rican boxer, Preacher Colon.
I haven't known.
Man, his story was crazy. He was an upcoming boxer, and in one fight, there was this boxer that did him dirty because he kept hitting him in the back of his head. So it was dirty shots, and it hit him twice. And after that fight, he lost it. And after that fight, he was like, man, my head hurts because the ref kept telling him, hey, don't hit him there. After that, that night he had to go to the hospital and he became a vegetable, like literally gone. Like he's in a work. I'm just saying, man. You look up that story, bro. You're gonna have concerns. I'm just it can happen, right? Yeah, it's like anything. Like in basketball,
it can happen any kind of sport,
right? Exactly. Like I can go and break my leg doing some dumb shit or whatever, you know. But it's always something as far as those things. Because I heard Muhammad Ali was a vegetable.
Well, I don't think was he a vegetable.
My thing is more being of a smarter, like not do that exchange stuff. Like
I always told him that I never liked him to sit there and bang with somebody, just boom, 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 boom.
Counterpunch,
yeah,
more like.
I don't like that because then that's too many hits ahead.
It's good for us, the people that are watching, but it goes back to like
I told him, always keep your distance, move around, left, right, angles and all that. But, I do look at it in the future and I think about it, and I'm like, I just got to take care of him.
Exactly, make sure he's...
if he keeps getting hit in the head, in the back of the head or something like that, I got to watch it,
Exactly.
It
is a scary thing, but it's
scary,
like
man.
it's like I think it's more of a smart thing, like just to calculate the training styles and this and that. But
up to this point, what's been the time that like he's gotten the most beat up, like that you actually felt hurt? Has there been any times when you actually you're like, dang, that my head, that was
or the
Boston or the first fight? I can't remember.
yeah, when you fought the kid at ringside.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he fought a badass little kid at ringside. It's a big tournament. And that tournament viene gente from Puerto Rico, Argentina, everywhere, man. And he fought a kid that had won Junior Olympic, a gold medal. He fought a gold medalist, Junior Olympic gold medalist. And, man, he beat the brakes off of this, my boy. Like, I'm talking about, he beat him up, and I was like, it is what it is. He'll learn something from that,
that's the ones that make you.
Yeah. He was crying all that, but it's a sacrifice, man. That he did.
That's passion right there too. Yeah. It's passion. You can't. When it comes to those losses, you just gotta take it, and
it's part of the game.
Yeah. It's part. Yeah, I think it's part.
Well, man, I had a question on the top of my head and I just forgot it.
I get those, bro. I got you. So, when you guys take those losses, what is the mentality behind it? Like, are you rough on your son?
Oh no.
Or like?
No, I see what you're saying.
Because I'm a competitive guy, and it's like,
me too,
shit.
Dude.
But you also got to make sure I
gotta put my pride to the side,
Yeah.
I can get a little ghetto, but
yeah.
I don't want to show him that.
Right.
But when he loses, I just tell him, you did good. We can do better. You can adjust things.
Mm-hmm.
We'll come home, watch your video, see what you did wrong, and we'll go from there. But I've seen parents that put their kids down like real bad, man, and it's just like, dang, man, that's not right,
Right.
That's abuse.
Yeah, man, and se agüita uno,
Yeah.
Pero I never tell him nothing like that, I just tell him, good job, you did good. We'll come back stronger.
Right, that's good, man.
It just allows you, like I told him, you got to learn how to win. You got to learn how to lose too.
Yeah, exactly, and be like, don't be that sore loser that gets like, doesn't know how to lose. Like it's part of the because I can talk shit all day when I play basketball. Like I'll talk shit to you and like, I'll be your enemy in the court. But when it's done, hey, what's up, bro? Good ass game. Yeah. Hell yeah, bro. If I said something that hurt you, my bad. But it was just competitive shit.
That's what I tell him in the ring. When you get ready to fight or spar, you can't be friends in there.
Hey, man.
You cannot be friends when you're
my little brother, when he's hooping, right? And he gets like, somebody shoots in his face and it makes a shot. He's like, good stuff, bro. I'm like, I'd be like, bro, he's your enemy right now.
Yeah.
What you mean? Like, So it's like, I definitely get that. It's like, all right, in the ring, enemies. After that, y'all shake. Hey, good sportsmanship, like,
yeah, and every time he fights or the other kids that we have, we'll be like, hey, go shake their hands. Go shake their hands. Just show respect,
right.
Good sportsmanship too, like you said.
I remember my question. Why do you think in the Mexican culture, boxing is like so big?
Es que los mexicanos no se saben rajar, and it's just big, I don't even know why it's big, but it's just.
That's a good question.
It's that Mexican blood, man.
I think that's
a good fight.
I think.
Because Because it's like a tradition thing. I always remember people like would throw barbecues to watch the fights. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
Man.
una carne asada y
I think
peda segura.
yeah, Mexicans have great fighters, Puerto Ricans. There's legends there, so it's like it was the same like culture. Like, oh, there's a fight. Let's go. Let's get the barbecue. Let's get this rolling. And man, it's
just big in Mexico too. You know, it's just big.
yeah. But going back to Junior, when you're sitting down, and then you have several voices talking to you at the same time. Hey, do this, do that. How do you sync that like in?
It's kind of confusing because when you have two coaches telling you what to do, or sometimes there's just one coach that goes up to the ring and tells you what to do. But whenever there's like people outside the ring screaming at you, like just like go do that.
How do you stay focused?
I try to listen to the ones that are
On
in
the corner?
Corner, because those are like the coaches that are telling me what to do, and I try to listen to them instead of the people in the crowd.
Yeah, that's what's up, man. That's
It gets
man,
crazy,
when-
man.
Yeah, I'm telling
There's
you,
people
it's a lot
crying,
of-
like screaming left and right, and sometimes, like he said, he can't even hear us.
Yeah,
The big tournaments, it's be getting wild, man. And
that's
like,
a lot of pressure too.
It
It's
is,
like,
it is, bro.
Yeah,
It is.
Up to this point, what's been the biggest like event that you guys have been to?
I think the biggest one that we've been to was who was in Junior Olympic. That one, that Junior Olympic one's pretty big, and it's a lot of people, man. I think they had like over 800 boxers that showed up at that tournament.
Whoa,
That
that's
was
crazy.
one of the biggest ones, and
So, ¿cuántas peleas? Like, how many fights are? Is it like a 3 day?
yeah,
game?
they have 2 sessions, and they have 2 sessions each day, and it was like a whole week, Monday through Saturday.
And you guys just stayed there? Like,
Yeah, we stayed there at the
hotels?
hotel, and
That's fun.
I know that's definitely the fun stuff. So at what age can he start going pro? As far as like, because right now, like, it doesn't matter what record he has, that doesn't count, right?
yeah, it's
Because it's amateurs. They
Yeah,
still
it's
consider
amateurs.
amateur, right?
amateur, yeah.
So
Right now is when he can lose.
right,
Yeah.
yeah, exactly.
Definitely,
So
yeah.
what at what age can you start going pro?
Man, I heard 17,
17?
18, but honestly, I don't know. I told him I want him to go pro after he wins me a gold medal, like from the real Olympics,
Yeah,
you know?
yeah, hell yeah.
That's my dream, for him to fight for the USA team
Yeah.
and get a gold medal. That's my dream, man.
Have we had a gold medalist as far as the boxing scene?
Here in Oklahoma?
Like in general, like United States, or even.
I'm not sure. To be
So he would
honest.
represent the United States.
Yes.
Not
United
Mexico?
States. No,
Porque
United
ese es de
States.
aquí.
See, because he was born here.
He was born here.
Okay, gotcha.
He's an Okie.
Okay. But yeah, I mean, has there been a gold medalist?
I don't know.
Look it up, Jamie. Because I can't remember. I know Mayweather when he was hella young, he went to the Olympics, but I don't remember.
He got the bronze.
Bronx. That's a tough one. You want him to bring the gold, huh?
Yeah, it's a tough one, man.
But it's not impossible for sure.
You know, I just leave it up to God, man.
Yeah,
and
hell yeah.
Whatever it is, you know.
Yeah, for sure.
So what if tomorrow he was just like, I don't want to box no more?
You know, I can't say anything. I just be like, I wasted all this money, all these water, Gatorades.
Yeah.
you know, I sacrifice a lot too, man, for him. You know, I miss work. You know, sometimes I don't even get paid to go to his tournaments.
Yeah, and then you said the family reunions and stuff like that.
Yeah,
so.
and like I told him, I was like, think about that stuff, man, right now. You know, you're a little kid, and, you know, you see all these other people that could have been pro, but, you know, they went a different route.
Exactly.
You know,
I think it's a balance.
Okay, so on the medals, Muhammad Ali had a gold
He got a gold?
in 1960, and then Oscar de la
Oscar de la
Hoya
Hoya.
Oscar?
in 1992.
I didn't know
And
that.
Michaela.
And then
I wasn't even born,
That's
that's
why he's the
Golden boy?
Yeah.
Ah.
And then
I believe there's a girl, too, named Michaela.
Yeah?
I think she was gold medalist.
Floyd Mayweather got a bronze in
Bronze.
96.
Oh, okay. See, yeah, I knew a little something. I was too young to. I wasn't
You
even
got a challenge,
born.
Lobito. You got that's a challenge right there.
Yeah. It's doable. I think going back to the whole like quitting boxing thing, I think it's all a balance. As long as, you know, he has his little fun time and because it's like if you constantly like it'll feel like a latigo, like you're constantly on him. So it'll get to the point where he'll blow up and I don't want to do this anymore. You know, if I've seen parents and then like their kids do that they just like, he just quit. He just didn't want to do it anymore. And it's like, why? You know, as long as you keep that balance, I think it'll be.
Yeah. I never really actually pushed him, you know, to go to boxing.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe just like the first month. Because when he got his butt whooped that sparring, he wanted to quit. He was crying. But that's probably the only time that I really pushed him. Yeah. But other than that, you know, he on his own, he watches what he eats. He goes to bed early. You know, I don't got to tell him nothing.
How do you manage that? Because I know it's like with the kid, it's kind of like weird as far as like the calories and what to eat. Because first of all, when you run and condition and stuff, you're losing calories. Yep. So how do you replenish that back, you know, as far as nutrition and shit?
Yeah, my wife, she's the one that makes all the food.
Yeah.
Like, she be cooking all the healthy food stuff. You know?
Yeah.
I don't like, and I don't want to say it right now, I don't like it, but she's going to watch this later.
Yeah.
But I have to eat it, you know.
Yeah.
And it's good for me, too, you know.
Right. I think it's
good for me, too.
Yeah, it goes back to the balance because it's like.
Especially in times like this, like with the whole pandemic and stuff, it's just good to like eat. Like even me, cuando en vez en el caldo, I don't like eating the carrots and the. Lately, I've been like, man, I'm eating all that.
It's good. It's good for your. I mean, it doesn't have the best flavor, but it's like it's good for your health in general. So it's like, that's awesome, man. So it's y'all just a team in general. So you take care of the like training. She takes care of the nutrition. Yeah. That's what's up, man. I think that's really the best support.
Come together as one and go forward. You know.
What are the cheat meals looking like?
Man, I remember the day he fought when he won. I think it was in regionals. We were coming back and he was like, "Man, stop at McDonald's." And I think he got a 20-piece chicken nugget, some fries, and I think a Coke, and he killed all that, man.
That's the best, man. Like after that, like discipline, diet and stuff, like man, that's like you're rewarding yourself. And it's a good, you know, like I said, it's a balance at the end of the day. But Salcedo, let's talk about the pro. You know, do you guys follow him a lot?
Yeah. I'll talk to him every now and then on Instagram, and he's always, you know, saying how's Lobito doing, and you know, I'm always saying how's he doing.
Yeah, that's what's up.
And
he's never came and trained with him.
No, he came a while back. I want to say maybe like 4 years ago. He came to our gym just to spar the bigger kids, kind of you know, help them out.
Yeah.
And we shook hands and everything, took pictures. Nice. But he's a real humble dude, man. I like Alex as well, man. He's real cool, man.
Alex, by any chance, if you're listening to this podcast, brother, if your next fight, you can sign them gloves and send them over here, man. We'll be more than glad to hang them up right here. It's crazy because today in the podcast, Eduardo, Boomtown podcast, he asked me, like, who do I look up to, like, as far as the Oklahoma? Yeah, and I said that was the first person that came into mind. Because I just seen his, like, work ethic,
it's
you know?
It's a movie, man. It's
exactly.
Like his life.
And you've seen it. You've seen him, like...
Literally that moment when you looked at the Chesapeake and he's, like, the main event there, that's when it was like, whoa.
Like, this is for real.
He made
Crazy.
it. Like, that's like Rocky, like the movie Rocky.
Yeah, so... I when I got here, I've been living here for 6 years now, and then that's I seen you know, El Cholo because of AV, because he did like a little video for him, and I was like, oh shit, that's what's up. Like we got a pro boxer over here, you know. So ever since I just became a fan, and it was very cool, you know, to have him on the podcast. And he's, like you said, a humble guy, and I can't wait to have him back again because what do you think about his last fight?
Man, he looked real good.
Yeah.
He looked like a different Salcedo.
Exactly. I think
real
it's
good head movement, stronger. He just looked good, man. He
just
looked real good in every part.
Right. I think he definitely said the training had a big part to do, switching trainers because of the fighting style, and like he didn't have a cut. Normally he'll have like a cut in the eye and stuff after fight, so he didn't have that. So that's good, and he's always after that. I remember I seen him. He was back in the gym and like
he went
working
back,
on.
right back.
Yeah, it's crazy. So that's like the love of boxing, man.
It is.
As an amateur, how do you guys like handle it financially? Because I know, like, how many coaches did you say you have?
There's five.
So that's people that are just like volunteering their time, or like how do you guys?
Yeah, we actually
That
volunteer.
believe in the vision. They believe in the vision, so they're just with it.
Yeah, like a lot of people think that we make money off of that, but we don't. You know, we don't make we make 0 cents
you
off of
guys
that.
spend money.
Yeah, we
if
spend
anything,
money.
huh?
Yeah, we spend money out of our pockets to take these kids out there, but most of the times the moms of the boxers will get together. They'll make menudo, tamales, you know, food, hacen carnitas and all that, and we
Raise money.
Raise money.
Yeah.
Yeah, like a fundraiser, and you know whatever we collect, we use that money for our trips, food, and hotel, and all that. And sometimes we'll even go to like the corners and ask for donations with signs. And we did that last year for the Junior Olympics because that one was going to be real expensive.
Yeah.
So we went out to corners and had signs that were made to us, and we raised pretty enough money.
You guys have any sponsorships? Because I remember when it was Azteca, right there in the Capitol Hill area or whatever, Chelinos was actually like a sponsor. So he like got gloves and all kinds of stuff. So it's like...
Yeah, we have a few sponsors. It's Platinum Manufacturing and Maro Construction. Maro
Nice.
Construction, yeah.
Oh,
They
yeah.
just bought a couple bags for us last month for the gym.
Shout out to them, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, real stuff. I mean, I hope like we can put ourselves in a position where we can like help big time, because I think that would be dope to do like a sponsorship, for like having what they put them on the trunks, like the logos and stuff.
I
I think
don't think you can do that on the amateurs.
when you hit
If I
hit
had
pro,
money,
right?
I'd build a whole gym.
Yeah, so it's like those kind of stuff is like that. We want to put ourselves in that position to be able to like, poner nuestro grano de arena, like they say, So that's amazing. But going back to like the boxing scene, man, who do you think are the upcoming like stars?
Pros?
Yeah.
I honestly think it's I want to say one of them still Femo Lopez. He's gonna be a big star. And who was that kid we were watching the other day? Can't remember his name. Can't remember his name.
Yeah.
Huh?
What were we watching it for?
We were studying him.
Studying it. So you guys tend to do that, like watch like is it random fights and then kind of study that fight, or?
Yeah, see, like I like to study the pro fighters.
Yeah.
But when they were amateurs. Like we'll be looking at Gervonta Davis when he was amateur, Floyd Mayweather when he was amateur.
Because it's two completely like different games in a sense, huh?
Yeah, because the amateur and the pro is a whole different thing.
Yeah.
And
So you think the amateur is like you're looking for maybe more
Do
flaws?
they judge different? Do you know if they
I think it's the same.
Same?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I study more of the amateurs instead of the pros.
Yeah.
Because the pro is just like, pacing it,
Mm-hmm.
And the amateurs, you just got 1 minute, and his
Don't go
class
at it.
1 minute, just boom, 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 go at it.
Wow.
So that's what I look at the amateurs, man.
Yeah. When is like a next like fight as far as
For these
for
kids?
him? Yeah, for Junior.
There is a fight in October 16th, 17th, and 18th. And that's in Louisiana. It's like 7 hours away from here.
Yeah. Y'all driving?
Well, we plan on driving, but if we raise enough money, we plan to
Probably
fly
fly,
too.
yeah.
It'd be quicker for
Right,
for them
right.
to rest. But that's gonna be a national tournament too. It's called a Sugar Bird.
Yeah.
That one they gave out a nice belt. It looks like kind of like
Nice.
the WBC belts.
Yeah.
They're nice.
So y'all going for that one too?
we
So
gotta
it's
try, man.
3
God
days
willing.
too.
3 days.
Man, that's crazy to just like go at a fight and then know that tomorrow you got another fight. So you got to get prepared for that one. It's like,
Yeah.
how do you do that? Like, what do you guys do after that fight? So like you guys finish the fight on a Friday, Saturday you got another fight. What does that look like after
We
you're done
do,
with the first fight?
Well, depends. If we have more boxers, we'll stick around. But if we don't,
Do you guys go and train or after the fight
after the fights, we'll go eat, go to the hotel, rest for a little bit, and then one of the coaches will take them downstairs to the little gym.
Yeah.
And they'll do like a little light jog, light med, kind of just something light, so it won't be too tired the next morning.
Wow.
Kind of just keep them active.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah. Well, that's
And
crazy.
then put
That's a lot.
them to bed early.
Yeah, that's rest up. That's crazy. Going back to, I'm surprised AV hasn't brought it up yet. There was in the podcast I said boxing was dead, but I guess everybody took it the wrong way.
Oh, yeah.
So I wanted you commented on it too. So
Done lost your mind, Darwin.
man,
¿De cuál fumó?
Yeah.
Look at it.
So, like I said, I think I just said it wrong. That was the wording as far as that. I think it.
What you were saying is that there's no big cash cow.
Exactly. That was Oh, Siri. Hey, we got the feds.
Jumping in.
Yeah. I think Brandon said it best. The cash cow. The cash cow. Like who?
There's no. What you were saying? There's like no Shane Mosley, no Mayweather, no.
Right. So that's what I meant. Like that. Like big that. Because there's fights and there's a lot of pro boxers, but there isn't that one that I know everybody's going to watch that's going to generate a shit ton of money and it gets you excited. I mean, Canelo is one and now he's in this beef with with Golden Boy, I think. He's suing him and shit.
He lost. He lost.
Canelo lost?
Yeah.
So what was the thing all about?
I don't know, but
it was like
I guess his lawyers.
He was getting shorted.
His lawyers didn't even file the lawsuit right, so it's like it got just thrown out basically.
Dang.
Yeah. Animo.
Yeah. So yeah, as far as that, like, who do you think is gonna be that like cash cow?
I think honestly, right now it's kind of Canelo. Ain't nobody gonna be like Floyd Mayweather.
Right.
The views and the money he brought to the boxing. I don't think there's anybody gonna be close to that right now. And the one underneath that one might be Canelo. But there's Terrence Crawford.
Yeah.
I think if he was to fight Earl Spence, that's gonna bring a lot of people.
I've seen some previews, like some rumors, saying that if that's a possible fight, that's gonna be a big one.
Yeah, that's the one that everybody wants to watch.
Yeah.
I want to watch myself. Like, man, that's.
This other kid too that I've been.
One of my bad. One of them is from Dallas, right? One of those guys.
Earl Spence, the one that flipped his car over and he got ejected out.
Yeah, not bien.
What?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, he got ejected out.
Like right after a fight type shit, huh?
Wait, after a fight, he got in a car accident?
No, he was at a club, man, or somewhere at a party. And
he had just had like a week prior. He had just had a big fight.
Yeah, I think he had fought Mikey Garcia.
Yeah.
And he beat Mikey Garcia. And I think a couple weeks later or a month later, he was at a club or party or where he was at.
Andaba alterado el compita.
Andaba alterado el vato.
What?
And you can see his car just boom, 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 do like a bunch of flips, and he gets ejected out. And he had no broken bones.
What?
No broken bones, nothing. Just a scratch on his face.
That is crazy.
That's that granny prayer right there.
Right.
It was a miracle that he walked out.
Yeah, he's lucky because that could have ended his whole entire career.
But yeah, he's gonna basically all of Texas would be behind him, so that would be a big money. Because Dallas is like
huge.
It's huge, man.
Yeah. What about like Ryan Garcia?
Ryan Garcia?
Do you think is it just hype? Because he does have the hype.
He does have the hype, and he has a lot of followers. But I don't know. I still think he needs more.
What do you think he's missing to?
Man,
because he seems like he's light. What division is he?
I think he's in a 135.
135
or 130.
Yeah.
But I really haven't seen him go past first or second round. He's always been winning by knockouts.
Knocking him out, yeah. So you think that plays a big factor as far as when he gets that person?
If he takes somebody that takes him into deep waters,
you think
he might be like, oh shit,
Yeah, I think that's
than 1 round.
Yeah. What's his record right now? I don't
think he's
because he's undefeated right now.
Yeah, he's undefeated, but I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's 20-0 or 19-0. I can't remember.
Okay, so he's up there. He has pretty okay.
But he's supposed to fight here pretty soon, Luke Campbell. So we'll see how that one goes.
That's what's up, man. So as far as what advice would you give, parents that are wanting to put their kids in certain sports to keep them engaged in the sport and keep that balance?
And my advice is just, support them as much as you can, because you never know what you got.
Right.
You never know. You can have a superstar in your hand. He just needs that support from their parents, to lift them up.
Yeah, imagine 20, 15 years from now, and then like you become the big star, El Lobito, and then we're like, oh shit, we had him in the podcast. That's crazy when he was young. So it's like, it's always good to also give, the opportunity, because I see it, man. I see the work ethic, the dedication that you guys put into it, and I feel like
it looks like you guys are having fun, which is the most important part.
Yeah. You gotta make it fun, man.
Yes. So as far as the content goes, man, what are you guys are doing to keep? Are you guys posting on like Instagram and stuff like that, or what are you guys doing to? even get more.
Wait, so
notice.
quick question: as an amateur, are you able to? No, yeah, you can get sponsored, right? So like, if like like drink or something wants to sponsor you guys, like they or a clothing brand or something, like you guys can take deals like that.
I believe so. I really haven't gotten to that sponsor because we don't really have a lot of sponsors, so I don't know what
Like,
to expect, you know.
Yeah.
But I don't know about the sponsor, man.
Because you haven't gotten like.
We really haven't gotten no big
Okay.
sponsors.
Okay. Yeah, I
It's
think.
hard to get sponsors here, man.
Yeah, definitely. I
hard.
think what it comes down to is more of just keep building the name, keep building the platform.
Like you said, the content.
The content, I think, would be
putting videos
right,
out of him
'cause
boxing and stuff like.
There might be that one person that's like sees that video like, oh shit, like he's going ham on it, and it's like, all right, let me see what I can do to help him out.
Yeah.
You know, so are you guys posting?
No, we haven't been posting, man. We don't really post like
Like
of
the
them.
trainings and stuff, because
Yeah.
like right off the bat, I can tell like, hey, Saicedo is hard as hell when it comes
Yeah.
to work ethic, because I see it.
Yep.
He lets everybody know like I'm
he's
working
working hard.
exactly. So it's like I feel like if you guys start doing that again, like activating that, like take the phone out for probably a minute, get like the sparring session,
Mm-hmm.
post it. People see that you guys are constantly in there working. Like it's just like this, brother. Like you'll get the support, you know. Like.
Yeah.
Like consistency when it comes to the content, and people would
Because
probably
that'd be fun to watch. I would. Watch
yeah,
it.
me too. Like for sure. Like like seeing the progress too. Like shit. That's what I told the guy Eduardo from the podcast. I was like, bro, right now he had a phone, 2 microphones, and I'm like, man, I'm excited to see your like progress as you go and keep doing your you know this podcast and stuff. And he was like, I appreciate that, man. That gave me a little bit more fuel.
Yeah, man, that's
So-
what it is. You gotta just keep it pushing.
Yeah.
What's your least favorite part of training?
Good question.
My least favorite part is probably, I gotta say running probably.
Running.
Running.
Yeah,
It's a little boring, huh?
a little bit, yeah, but it does help me, so I'll do it. Like, I'll do it if it helps me. But like, if I don't
Is that
wanna
the
do-
first thing you usually do?
first thing I usually do, like when I get in the gym?
Yeah.
First thing I do in the gym, I stretch and like jump rope. But and then the first workout of the day for the gym is probably running, yeah.
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 And this is your only kid, or you have more? How many kids do you
I
have?
have 1 boy and 2 girls.
2 girls?
2 girls.
Okay. So right now, the 2 girls, are they into any sports, or it's like
I
haven't-
recently put my little one. She's 5. I put her in boxing, but because she has been misbehaving and being
Yeah.
real bad to us, talking back, I put her in there, and
kind of discipline
I
kind
thought
of
she
thing?
was gonna hate it, but she ended up liking it, man.
What?
She ended up liking it, and I was like, okay. I was like,
You got a little 2 stars right there,
Well,
man.
hopefully,
That's
you know.
crazy. Because I was gonna say like that's got to be tough to balance, you know, because the boxing alone, and then like if you're one of your daughters, at least they're like boxing too, so that kind of makes it a little bit easier. But
Yeah.
imagine if it was like softball or soccer, where you got to
Yeah.
be back and forth.
back
It's
and
like
forth. That would be busy schedule.
I know
Like
parents.
Steve-O, man. Head chopper, shout out to Steve-O.
Yes.
He's been stressing and going with his kids like back and forth. And
Oh,
then
man.
football and baseball is like, damn, bro.
But he's dedicated in that, like, seeing it at, like, from a parent's perspective, like, I'm like, I look at it, I'm like, damn, that's
Hey,
a lot.
next time we might have to have Steve-O and his son.
Yeah, for sure. I
'Cause
think
he's
it,
a little
yeah.
athlete too, man.
Yeah, you can see it, you know. And I think, like I said, it's awesome to see, like, the
The
commitment.
discipline, bro. Just to know
Yeah.
that you run, what, you said 2 miles every
2 miles,
day?
Yeah, around there, yeah.
and I
Yeah,
can't even
see.
run on the treadmill.
Last
Save
time I
my
ran
life.
2 miles,
I don't
can't
even
recall.
think. Yeah. So, do you like listen to music when you run, or is just you go with it?
I just run. Like,
Yeah.
But I never listen to music when I work out.
You don't?
I don't know why.
Huh?
What do you
That's-
think about whenever you're running?
When I'm running,
Yeah.
I just think about like, if I think about like, if I just have that mindset in my head that it's gonna take a long time, then I feel like if I have that mindset, like I'll get tired easily. But like, if I have that mindset that just keep going, you're almost there, then I just keep pushing until I get to the end.
Man,
So you're done. You're just-
sun goals right there. You know. So what is it? What does a fun day look like for Lobito? Like, what is when it's time to have fun? What do you like? normally do? Do you play any video games, or what do you do?
Yeah, I play video games sometimes. I play video games with my friends, and then sometimes I play with my sisters outside.
Yeah.
Or yeah, I like doing activities. Like whenever I'm not doing boxing, I just like doing activities and spending time with family.
That's what's up, man. Yeah, it's a well-raised kid.
How do you balance your time? Because I'm like, you have a day job, right? Like,
Yeah.
So what does a day in your life look like? Like,
it's always busy, man. A lot of my friends say, "Hey, man, you're always busy for this. You're always busy for that." I was like, I know I am, because I work Monday to Friday. Gym's open Monday to Thursdays. So when I get off of work, I go home, wait for him to get off of school, get ready, wait for mom to get there, and we just shoot to the gym.
Yeah.
Monday to Thursdays, and
do you actually like watch TV? When was the last time you watched like a Netflix series or some shit?
Before I came.
Yeah. Okay, so you do take the time to kind of like, okay.
Yeah, I don't really watch TV a lot, man.
Yeah.
It's funny that y'all say that, bro, because literally I came from the shop and then I sat down and I put the Narco series because I haven't seen it still. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna sit here on this couch and watch this series. And then I see a text message from Darwin like, I'm running late. Can you set up the tripod? I was like, well, there goes that.
Man, I think we need that little break because it's like we tend to be on the go too much. So it's a good to get that mental, break and chill and relax. I highly recommend you to watch Narcos. It's badass.
Yeah.
Cinematography, everything. Story, well balanced. The fucking actors are amazing.
How did the corrido come about? Talk about that a little bit.
The corrido, one of my friends, El Braulio, hit me up and he thought about, he's like, hey, man.
He's from here?
Yeah, he's from here.
Okay.
He's like, hey, man, how about if I do a corrido for him? And I was like, okay, yeah, let's do it, man. So I kind of gave him like a brief story about him.
Yeah.
From the beginning to now.
So El Braulio is the guy that
Braulio Arellano.
Yeah, shout out to him for that. He wrote the song and made a song about Lobito.
Yeah.
That's dope.
Yeah.
Oh shit! I didn't.
How did you feel whenever you heard
Shout out, man! I'm telling you.
I was surprised because I would never think that someone would make like a corrido for me. I
That
never
is
thought
dope.
That.
Yeah.
I was surprised.
It's
especially at your age, like it's
And I was like,
dang.
man, I wish I was his age.
Yeah.
All that.
So all of this right here, I think these are big accomplishments and shit. How do you guys like soak all that in? Like, damn, like the moment.
How do you keep him humble? That's the
Yeah,
question.
and that too.
Because
And
he
to
could
be
be
honest
like
with you-
beating kids up at school.
Man, to be honest with you, he's teaching me how to be humble. Cause I never had that, and he's one of the types that's real quiet, and he does not like telling people that he's a boxer.
That's crazy. Now I think about it, he can easily knock a kid out. That's crazy. I was like, oh shit. Like, there's no bullying on his side. Like,
I remember with Alex, because I went to middle school with him, and people would test him all the time, like just because they knew he was a boxer, so the kids would just test him all the time, and they would just push his buttons and
get laid out.
Sometimes he had to fucking get down. Like, man.
Yeah, he don't really like us
That's
telling people
good, though.
he's a
That's
boxer.
good.
And,
Right.
Like when we went to go tell the teacher that he was gonna miss these many days, she's like, well, where's he gonna be at? And it's like, man, don't tell her. Like he has a boxing tournament, we have to tell her, where you're going. But he don't like people knowing he's a boxer.
That's good.
So you've never had problems with him like being aggressive or any?
No.
That's good.
No,
So-
he's been the type that I think he helped somebody at school. No, somebody was getting bullied, and he jumped in.
Oh, that's dope. Oh
Yeah.
shit!
You're with the
You
good
literally
guys.
you literally have weapons right here, and it's like, all right, let me put this shit for good use. All right, that how does he teach you how to be humble?
It just, man,
You used to be a hothead when you were younger?
I was a hothead, and I just didn't give a shit, man.
Yeah.
I didn't give a shit what anybody
When
said
was that
to me.
time? Because like you say you were like doing all kinds of bad shit. So when was the time that you was like, all right, I need to fucking man up
I
and
need to tighten up.
tighten up? Like,
It's actually when he was born.
yeah,
Changed my life.
is your first one?
Yeah.
Okay,
That's when I was like, I gotta be here for him.
right,
If not, then somebody else will.
right.
And
Because then it's because you were on some hot shit. That means
yeah,
sooner or later you probably would have gotten locked up or some
Yeah,
shit, huh?
yeah.
That kind of crazy stuff.
that kind of dumb shit, man.
Yeah. But I feel like at the end of the day, it's like it's a lesson, huh?
Yep.
Like you've learned, and
Yep.
if
all
you had
live
it,
and learn.
if you had to go back 5 years from now and tell yourself something, what would it be?
What would it be?
Yeah.
Man. Where would I be 5 years, man? I don't even know where I was at 5 years. I was drinking a lot, man, and I wish I would have stopped 5 years ago.
Yeah. So how do you
You're sober right now?
Yeah, it's been a year and a half.
yeah?
Year and a half.
Shit.
I did 10 days and I was.
And they,
So
it's hard, bro.
How do you do it? Because it's like to be honest, drinking is a part of like our culture as Puerto Ricans and Mexico too.
Man. Yeah, I mean, I grew
So
up.
how do you like
I grew
going
up
from
around that, man. When I was a little kid, and I remember even drinking when I was like 9, 10, and when I actually really started drinking when I was like 14, 15, going to parties, coming
Yeah.
home late.
Because it's a pride thing to compete with your buddies and like let's
Well,
drink.
It is. It
Like,
is.
Let's
I
drink.
mean,
I
hang
can drink
around
more
with-
than you. You know,
hang
I
around
can
with a
hang.
bunch of people that drink and all that. I also go to bars here and there, but I drink my water.
Yeah.
I made a promise to them that
Yeah.
I was gonna stop drinking.
And it's been a
Man.
year and a half.
It's been a year and a half, man.
So what was the immediate like impact that had? Like the first week that you said I'm not drinking, and then you go because like you go to these cookouts, you go to these events, and everybody has a beer in their hand, and they're like, "Hey,
Yeah,
Emilio,
so-
have
so-
one."
so-
Sí se antoja, bro.
What kind of drinker were you though? Were you like just like en veces el sábado, domingo, or like everyday type thing?
Well, like I used to be every day, but then I kind of slowed down to like just Friday, Saturday, and Sundays, and then I'll stop for like 6 months, and then when after the 6 months were up, that's when I started drinking like 3,
Were
4,
you the
5
also
beers every day.
the problemático, the one that wants fights and
Nah, I was pretty.
Or you were
just
just
chill,
chill,
man.
chill.
But if you mess with me, then that's
gonna
when
get
things
it.
we got
Yeah.
bad.
Yeah.
You know.
And I mean, yeah, just being drunk, like you're like, fuck it, I'm gonna go get another case, and then there's just a lot of problems that come with it.
It
Like,
is,
it's just
man.
like-
It is, and I'm glad I stopped now. But that's why I wish I would have done that 5 years ago, because
yeah,
it would have changed my life more.
yeah.
That's
Because
a good one, man. I like that answer because a lot of times people have like a real I don't know, kind of deep answer to that one. That's a good one. Like that's simple. That's like I wish I would have stopped drinking. Cause
Yeah. That's dope. I don't think this question qualifies for Lobito because we always ask our guests, that question.
we could ask, where do you see yourself in the next 5 years? I don't know if he's too young
Yeah.
for that, but
Yeah, he'll be what,
5 years,
16?
16.
I see myself. Well, like my dad said, I want to go to like the Rio Olympics and win a gold medal. But I don't know how old I don't know how old do you have to be to?
He would be fighting for like kind of like it's not the big Olympics, but it's like the little ones, like where they go compete, like in Germany, Hungary, wherever it's at, they'll go compete, and they will still give out like gold, silver, and bronze medals, kind of like this
Yeah.
right here, like the Junior Olympic.
so that's
Okay.
that's basically the focus right now is the Olympics.
Yeah.
That's good. That's a good goal,
Yeah.
man, because
Yeah.
you have time to work on it. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? Like you can wake up every day for the next 5 years and be like, that's my goal.
Yeah.
What adjustments have you guys made, and how did it impact you with the whole situation? And I'm not gonna say it. You already know what's going on with the whole
All
situation.
these fucking
Yeah.
coronavirus.
Yeah. So
Man, well, we closed down the gym in March when all this shit started happening.
did you do what Saicelo did, like get a storage? And
No,
that was
we-
that was dope. When he told me that, I was
dope.
like, I was like,
I seen him
hell
working
yeah,
out in the
that's
garage, like, man,
yeah.
like this dude's dedicated, man.
Yes, that's
dedicated.
like crazy. So how did you guys stay in shape, like on
we
top of
would
your
go
game?
to the parks where it was open. We'll go run, and I'll take like my little cone drills and all that, and ladders and all that, and do the stuff there. We'll go hiking, and kind of just keep him active.
Yeah.
So he wanted to be just sitting on the couch eating Takis and hot Cheetos.
Oh God, yeah.
Watching
That's
the Cartoon Network.
yeah.
that's
Put a
another one.
Fortnite.
Yeah, that's another one. Yeah, because the gym was closed for the longest. And
Yeah,
what is your whole take on this, man?
We just barely opened up back in June.
Yeah.
And slowly here and there we've been getting the kids back, poquito, poco, poquito. Pero it was hard, man, because we didn't really have a lot of kids the first month. So we were kind of short on rent and everything. And we're like, man, how we going to do it, man? How we going to do it?
So how do you guys do it? Like, is it a membership-based gym or?
Yeah, they pay monthly there. It's like an enrollment, and then they pay monthly there. También ahí.
Okay, and that includes like the coaching, or you guys?
Yeah, that includes the coaching and the strength conditioning, all the work, all the good stuff.
Yeah. So you guys are pretty much the face of that gym. You guys make sure like that you guys are making sure you have enough people and keeping it active pretty much.
Mm-hmm. Yep, keeping it active.
But see, like with that, ¿cómo le hacen? Like, do you guys want a lot of people there, or is it one of those things where it's like, that you guys aren't too focused on the volume though, right? Like, or how do you
see?
Guys
Well, we try to get enough kids to where we can all stay busy. You know, not try to get too crowded, because so if we get too crowded, then we won't have enough. We won't pay enough attention to all the kids, equally. We try to do all the kids equally.
Yeah, you guys try to give them the same energy and stuff.
Get them all the same, and get them on the same track. And if we get to a point where we have too many kids, and we won't be able to work with all the kids the same. And some kids will be left out.
So when you are in a high stress, what do you do to kind of like chill out as far as like take a break? Because certain people, they'll, when they're stressed, they'll drink or smoke weed,
especially now that you don't
drink. So it's like, what do you do to kind of like?
Man, to work my stress, man, I just, after the workout, after I get all done with the kids, I just get on the bag, just take it out there, man.
You hit the sack
I hit
and
the
stuff,
sack, or or not just jump into my lowrider, man. Just take a little cruise, man. That takes a lot off of my mind.
Yeah, just like cruising around.
Put the oldies on and down the street.
Hell yeah. Yeah,
that's a whole vibe.
So you have a lowrider. That's like your.
Yeah, I got a 1950 Chevrolet.
That's what's up, man. There's something about it, man. I think it's I love seeing it. And like, does yours have like all the fancy like?
No, hydraulics and all that. No, it's just regular.
Those
suspension.
are, man, like I don't know how those work, but that shit
rough,
is
man.
those. I know, like all that jumping.
That's
I think
some high maintenance, bro.
that's what I
It
think.
is.
Like but that's dope.
You grew up in what side of town? Aquí in the southwest or?
On the south side, yeah.
Yeah.
On the south side, right there off 27th and Shields, around that area. The Capitol Hill district.
Oh,
Yeah.
Cool.
I grew up there, man.
Oh yeah, that's what's up, man.
Yeah, I feel the southwest vibes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Andale, yeah.
But that's always good, to get that little break and clear the mind out, especially with all this stuff going on. It's always good.
So as a kid, him like at the house, how you don't deal with no like he doesn't have like no es inquieto or because I'm sure he has a lot of energy. He fucking trains a lot, so
he's real like relaxed, man. He's real calm.
He knows when it's time to.
Yeah, like when we
down.
get home, he just after the workout he gets home, showers, watch TV or plays a video game, eats. But he just most of the time he just chill, like
Yeah,
calmado. He's been calmadillo.
yeah. That's what's
He's
up, man.
real relaxed.
Oh yeah, man. Because at the barbershop, I see it, and it's like some kids can't stay still.
Oh, yeah.
Like it's just like
That's how my little girl is.
Yeah,
She's the one that has a lot of energy.
yeah. I feel like were you like that when you were a kid, maybe? Like inquieto?
No, I was a crybaby.
You were a crybaby. What about you?
Me?
Where you were like the little like I need to do something kind of.
Yeah, because I can't stay still, man.
Yeah, that's
I can't stay still.
That's me too, man.
I always had to be outside. I always had to be.
Yeah, that's how I was.
Yeah,
Me
exactly.
decían el callejas.
El callejero.
Callejón.
But yeah, is there anything you guys want to say? Like, where can people find you guys as far as social media?
Do you want people to find you?
Yeah. We're under Malandrin Boxing on Facebook and Instagram. And the building's located at 3019 South Robinson Street. And it's right between two tire shops, so you can't miss it. It's like right in the middle.
Yeah.
With the big logo, Malandrin Boxing.
Hell yeah. Lobito, you got an Instagram?
Yeah, it's is it Lobito Rivera?
El Lobito.
El Lobito.
El Lobito one.
El Lobito
El
one.
Lobito.
The one and only. Yeah, hell yeah.
Hey, we may have to shoot a little video for him, man.
Yeah.
And do something.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
So we can go ahead and wrap this up. But before we wrap this up, once again, I want to appreciate you guys for taking the time to come out here. You want to hit us real quick with a shadow boxing right here? Shadow, show the people what you got before we end this. Avi, make sure you get that in the camera. Show the people what was the sauce.
A little bit of some.
Yeah.
You can tell he's shy. Look.
Yeah, like
Throw a couple punches.
just
you would,
yeah,
like,
a couple of
boxing.
speed shadow boxing. Hey. See that footwork? That's what I'm trying to get, man. I'm trying to get to that level. Hell yeah. Yeah. Woo. Man.
Let's do that little speed thing, the quick one, like
Los uppers, güey.
Oh, yeah. What are those called?
Los uppers, y lo que
Hey.
hago con el engancho.
Okay, do that real quick. Let's see how that. Oh. Hey, show the camera real quick your jacket. That looks dope. Show the camera right there, man. That's dope right there. Who made that?
The guy that runs Sports and Más Deportes.
Yeah.
Mario.
Yeah, thank you for that.
Mario, he donated those to the kids.
Oh, that's what's up, man. Hell yeah.
He got him a jacket and some tracksuit. Look at the whole tracksuit.
So that's the logo. Like if somebody wanted to go to your, that's the logo right there.
That's the logo right there,
That's
man.
what they'd be looking at. Oh, that's dope, man.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Well, we're gonna go ahead and wrap this up, man. Do you guys want to say anything before we wrap this
I
up?
just want to say thank you for having us, man. And like I said, if there's any parents out there that want to put their kids in boxing, hit us up. Or any kind of sport, any kind of sport you want to put them, support them 100% because you never know what you got in your hand. Might be the next superstar.
Exactly, man. We appreciate you guys, and we're looking forward to seeing the progress. I encourage you. I know it's a lot, but it just takes 1 minute, to do the content because a lot of us want to see at least that like training and dedication.
You got fans right here, man.
Exactly. And yeah, it's always good. Like we had a kid that wrote a book, and we had him on the podcast, and he was like, "Man, thank you for."
I think I've seen that.
Yeah,
one.
he was like, "Thank you, man. I'm looking into doing my YouTube channel and keep like interviewing people and stuff like that." So that's pretty amazing. But like I said, there's us and I know a lot of people want to watch. They want to see the progress. So
Nice.
keep that in mind. All right, brothers. Let's
you.
go ahead and wrap this up, and we'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.